An 18-year-old is facing life in jail for murdering a shopper for his Gucci bag just 3 days after posing with a horror knife. Police footage showed Joseph Jeremy being arrested after a car chase in Cardiff for the murder of Ryan O'Connor, who was 26. O'Connor was targeted and attacked with horrific weapons for his man bag on an evening trip to the shops in June last year. The then teenager brutally murdered the father by stabbing him to death and laughed as O'Connor lay dying. Jeremy was today convicted of his murder on a unanimous verdict by a jury after a 2-month trial. Newport Crown Court heard Jeremy was fascinated by knives and had been sentenced for stabbing a teenage rival just months before the fatal attack on Ryan. Jeremy bought a string of horror blades including large predator, Rambo and zombie knives. So there were others involved in this incident as well. As I said, Joseph Jeremy, who's 18, he got found guilty of murder and robbery. There was Kyle Rassis, who's 18 years old, was found guilty of manslaughter and robbery, while Louis Aquilina, who's 20, and Ethan Strickland were convicted of robbery. There was a fifth Cody, Elliot Fattini, who's 20 years old, and he's been found not guilty of all charges. The gang were in a stolen Ford Fiesta when 2 allegedly jumped from the car and attacked him with large knives. All 5 were accused of murdering Ryan over his Gucci bag as he walked to the shops. In his police interview, Fattini said Aquilina and Jeremy carried out the killing in Newport in Gwent. The prosecutor, Michael Beatty QC, said Fattini said Jeremy was laughing and said, "I have yinged him," while holding the knife in his hand. He said he pulled over and refused to drive any further, so Aquilina took over. He also claimed Aquilina and Jeremy shouted, "We've got his Gucci bag now." Mr. Brady said the 5 had travelled from Cardiff to Newport when, on seeing Mr. O'Connor was wearing a Gucci man bag, and decided to rob him. The court heard witness reported the car to police and the Fiesta was involved in a high-speed pursuit later that day and stopped by a stinger. Giving evidence, Jeremy claimed he bought the knife in Newport but claimed he knew nothing about the attack. He said he needed the knives for protection against a rival group from his home city of Cardiff. Jeremy told the jury, "They pick on me because I'm small, that's why I carry a knife." He denied any part in the attack but admitted that he had a fascination with knives. The court heard Jeremy was just 15 when he began buying blades using his father's driving licence as proof of age. So Ryan O'Connor was found unresponsive on Balfe Road in Alway just after 9 p.m. on June the 10th. He had suffered stab wounds and was later pronounced dead. His injuries included a 13cm stab wound that pierced his lung and heart and damaged 2 rib bones. He received another deep wound through his right back muscles and slash wounds to his hands, suffering significant blood loss. The prosecutor told the trial at Newport Crown Court that Mr. O'Connor's death was a murder that arose out of a robbery. During the trial at Cardiff Crown Court, images were shown which showed Mr. Jeremy carrying a large knife. He denied boasting or being proud of having knives and said he was just chilling when a photo of him on a sofa with a knife was taken and there was no point to it. The court heard Jeremy say he only carried a knife, as I said, when he needed to protect himself. So Mr. O'Connor's family described him as a loving and caring person who will be greatly missed. He was loved by his family and the local community, which is reflective in the support that we've received from them at this difficult time for our family. The whole family would like to thank everyone for their kindness they have shown us so far. So guys, that's the story coming in, where a man who goes by the name of Joseph Jeremy is found guilty of murdering a 26-year-old father, Ryan O'Connor from Newport, over a Gucci bag. I just want to say rest in peace, Ryan O'Connor, and my condolences go out to your family. But let me know what you think, guys. It's your boy GT. Keep it locked, keep it real. And guys, also check out my new story on Crimecast. It's with regards to a young girl in America who went missing and neither parent knows where she is. So go check that out, guys. The story's link is in the description below.